Good day, my lovely friends. This is a reading about Harry, and it's going to be in 3 parts. The CBS interview preview. So, sanctimonious. This is the first sentence that he uttered, where the hostess was saying, you hope that if your child asks for help, that somebody will be there to help them. And Harry responds with saying, yes, if the parents know how to help. And usually I don't inject my own feelings, my own emotions into the reads because I like to read the cards as they stand. I'll tell you what I think and then we'll read the cards. This is the most sanctimonious load of bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. The lady says, if your children need help, you hope that somebody will be there to help them. And Harry says, yes, if the parents know how to help. Now listen here, Harry, your children are 3 and 5 years old. They're tiny, they're babies. They can't go anywhere on their own. They can't communicate on their own. They cannot be in any environment unless you put them in that environment. Okay? You know nothing about parenting tweens. You know nothing about parenting teenagers. You know nothing about parenting kids that are actually real people in the sense that they have formed their own identities. They're not little limpet minds holding on to you, if your kids even exist, all right? How dare you talk to parents as though you know absolutely everything about parenting and that all the other parents out there are just these ignorant pieces of I don't know what, who have no idea what they're doing, who don't know how to help their kids. Listen, some of us have been parenting for decades. And let me tell you another thing. Something that will reflect how good a parent is how good a child you are to your own parents. Okay? And what kind of a child are you to King Charles? How much respect do you have for King Charles? And I'm sorry to tell you, your kids are going to see your attitudes and the way that you've treated your own parent, and they may reflect that back to you. Because how do kids learn? Maybe you don't know this yet because your kids are such tiny little babies. But how kids learn is what they see the parents doing, what the parents demonstrate by their actions into the world. That's how kids learn. Not by what you say. You might tell them, ooh, little darlings, don't do this, don't do that. Well, I can tell you now that's bullshit. The kids will never follow that. What kids follow is what they see with their own eyes. That's why when kids come from a violent home, for example, this is just an example, I'm not saying this is what's happening in your home, but when kids come from a violent home, they are infinitely more likely to be violent themselves because kids reflect what they see around them. So if you want your kids to be safe, then stop slagging off your father and your brother and revealing the most private, intimate details of their lives. Because you know what? By doing that, you're giving your kids, when they grow up and they're old enough, license to become trolls. Yes, you're all about internet safety. What do you know about internet safety with children? Your kids are not even on the internet, okay? But when your kids see what you've done to your family in worldwide interviews, that's going to give your kids tacit permission in their minds to do whatever the hell they want and treat people in the worst possible way. Just saying, okay? Don't be sanctimonious to other parents. You don't know us. You don't know what we've gone through. You don't know what challenges we've dealt with. You don't know how we've managed to get our children through addictions or bad relationship situations, or yes, even dangerous internet situations. You don't know who we are. So when our kids turn around and ask for help, we bloody well do know how to help them. Okay? So don't you dare sit up there in your sanctimonious $1,000 suit or whatever it is and pretend that you're here on your white horse as the white knight to save the parents of the world, because the parents of the world never parented well enough until you came along with your tiny little babies. Okay, my rant is over. We're going to clear the air and we're going to hear what the cards say about Harry and his sanctimonious and his comment about if parents know how to help. Okay, what does the energy and the cards say about that? Oh, you are under the influence of your wife, the snake princess herself. Yes, The serpentine path to power. Not only is Harry influenced by Meghan, but he thinks, oh, look, she was successful in her methodology of what he sees as being, conquering the world, being famous, being well liked. And so he's going to follow what she says. He's going to do what she recommends. And she recommends sitting up there and telling other people what to do, even in a realm where you've got no experience and no qualifications. Well, Harry, I'm sorry to say, your wife's success actually came about because of you, your royalty, your position in the royal family. That's what made her a success, not all the other stuff that you're trying to copy. So that, I'm afraid, Mr. Sussex, is doomed to failure. Okay, now you are independent and free. Oh, gods, you're burning old Harry here. You're independent and free. You took that freedom flight. You made such a song and dance about how you were trapped in the royal family. But now you're finding that people are not actually all that interested in you. No, what people were interested in was your status as a royal prince, the very thing that you bemoaned and resented. So, yeah, you're free to get on international TV and tell parents how to run their lives and how to look after their children. And look at this this dear over here. It's like, what? Prince Harry? He said what? He's lecturing parents when he's only got 2 little babies? Okay. Twist in the tail. The unexpected change you did not see coming. The unexpected change you did not see coming. Yeah, Harry, you didn't see coming was the fact that being in the royal family was the thing that made you famous. It was the thing that gave you the spotlight. And doing the royal works and the royal duties and the royal service was the thing that made people sit up and listen to you. Okay, see how the ferret is listening? And this is reminiscent to me of Princess Catherine. She's worked for decades with children, and her program was the under fives, 5 for under 5 or something like that. And she works tirelessly with organizations that are experts in dealing with children. She doesn't pretend to be the expert. She doesn't tell other parents how to parent. She doesn't tell other parents that they don't know how to support their kids when their kids ask for help. She doesn't bring that air of judgmental, sanctimonious, condescending. You make me choke. No. What she does is she supports professional organizations that actually know what they're doing, that actually give gift bags to underprivileged families who can't afford to feed their kids. So you would be well to have a look and see how your actual family is a light, a shining light in this world. And by the way, I saw a video the other day of it was the Sidley twins, I think it was the Sidley twins. They went back and they saw that in 2017, Prince William, your own brother, had spearheaded some kind of a campaign to keep kids safe on social media. So the twist in the tail that Harry hasn't seen coming is the fact that he's still trying to copy what his brother's done in the past, but nobody's going to listen to him. And you know why? Because he's preaching to parents who actually have parented for decades. He's preaching to parents and telling them what to do, which is not how Prince William approached that internet safety thing that he did. Go and look at it on the Sidley twins. What he did was he partnered with an organization that had the skills, the experience, the knowledge, the training, and he highlighted them. He raised them up so that they could actually be a real help to parents. Oh, yeah, this is my showboating card. This is my card for where Harry and Meghan basically hitch a ride on well-known celebrities or well-known causes, But what they've done is they've ditched other friends, celebrities, causes that they once supposedly represented. So this attitude of telling parents what to do, oh, it's just a way of raising their own profile, of trying to feel relevant in a world. And there's a mermaid in a koi pond. See the subtitle there? Rediscover your individuality, become the dragon. And what did Harry say when he slightly won a little bit of that one court case? He said, there are plenty more dragons to slay. So he's out there trying to slay the dragon, in inverted commas, basically on this crusade to save the world. But he is the dragon from whom the world perhaps needs saving, or at best he's just going to become irrelevant. And look, this little mermaid, she's got, I don't know if you can see it there, in her hair looks like a marijuana leaf. So yeah, he's just living in his own world, really. The mermaid and the turtle. An elder will teach you. So this card is telling me that Harry really is believing that he is the person to whom people are going to turn for help, for guidance, for how to look after their children when they say they need help. And the poor parents, how did they ever manage to do it before them? Basically, he's sticking his neck out from the safety of his little turtle shell here. And the safety of the turtle shell was actually the safety of the royal family. He could have really made a big difference in the area of internet safety if he had remained within the royal family, if he had pursued this avenue in order to really help children, rather than having his wife whispering in his ear, come Harry, this will make us famous. Come Harry, this will make us relevant. We will be the best parent advocates in the whole world. So this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. This is the energy I'm reading in the card, and it tells me that Meghan is behind the scenes, whispering, influencing Harry, and he's sticking his neck out for her yet again, and it is really just not going to work. They have no qualifications, they have no expertise, they have no experience, and I expect that other parents are going to have the same visceral reaction as I did with this person who has done nothing in relation to family other than trash his own, telling me that, oh, if parents even know how to help, you don't know me, Harry. You don't know the billions of parents around the world and the real world struggles we've gone through and how we have helped our children through absolute hell in some situations. Okay. I'm going to clear the energy again, and if you like this video, please do, and subscribe if you haven't. The Mermaid of Immersion. This looks like, to me, Harry is just getting drawn deeper and deeper into Meghan's fantasy world. Complete commitment. So I know there are a lot of commentators out there who are saying that Harry and Meghan aren't together anymore. They're about to split. They're about to divorce. But this energy here to me shows me that Harry is really following Meghan's lead. He's all in. He's totally immersed in this fantasy world that she has created, where he and her can be these great beacons of light to the world, where he can rescue us on his white horse. The world doesn't want saving by Harry Windsor. No, the world doesn't want to be saved. We don't want to be told what to do. This is the problem, you know. He said that the royal family was this controlling, manipulative organization, but they don't tell us what to do. They don't, they're not sanctimonious. They're not insulting of parents. What they do is they say, listen, here's an organization. They're doing this great work. If you need help in this area, this is an organization that is trustworthy. They've got credentials, they've got experience behind them, they've got good people behind them. If you have a problem in this particular area, whatever it might be, this organization here, we've checked them out and they are good people. That's what the royal family do. They don't try to hold themselves out as expert in a particular field. And we come back to Little Red Riding Hood, the underlying energy. And again, I think this is driven by Megan, and it always strikes me in this forest how barren the forest is. This is not going to work. This is not going to lead them anywhere. And another underlying energy is the black cat. And so Megan is pushing her agenda, trying to make out as though she is an expert in something, anything. And you see the scarecrow at the background there? That's Harry. He is so scared and terrified to be irrelevant that he will follow whatever Megan says. He will follow her lead. He will follow what she thinks is the best way to go. And I'm just going to pull one more card for Harry on the situation of telling parents if they know how to help. This is the Playful Healing cards from Natasha Hund and Sophia Adamson, I think. I got these cards on Etsy, and they're actually sold by the makers, the creators of the cards. They self-published these cards, and they've got writing on the back and drawings on the front. Clammy, moist, sweaty, cold, pale. He's starting to feel the pressure. He is starting to feel that he's not sure. He's not sure if he's on the right track anymore. And another card. This or that, yes or no, decision, what I need, choosing. He's in a part of his life now where he needs to choose this or that. Is he going to keep up this ridiculous farce of telling others what to do in every single sphere of life, including, I have decided that we need to sue the media for something that happened 20 years ago. I decided that this needed to be done, is what he said in the interview. Why aren't my family doing what I say? He's got to choose. He's got to see whether, moving forward, he's got to continue with this nonsense and wonder why it's not succeeding, or whether he's going to really reflect and get some help and some healing so that he can, think about his path in life. Where to from here? That's the energy I'm getting. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in video 2 about Harry being ignorant.